The situation in Lebanon is worsening by the day. Civilian casualties are mounting, and more than a quarter of the Lebanese population has been displaced. The humanitarian implications of the conflict are devastating and compounding an existing crisis in Lebanon, particularly for vulnerable groups who are unable to move or face considerable challenges in doing so. Israel must do everything possible to minimize civilian casualties. And Syrian refugees in Lebanon, already displaced from their homes, now face the choice of staying in the face of the conflict or facing persecution from Assad's regime if they return. For a year, Hezbollah have been launching missiles at northern Israel, forcing more than 60,000 Israelis to flee their homes. They must take responsibility for ending this cycle of violence rather than recklessly endangering the lives of Israelis and Lebanese alike. All parties must do everything possible to protect civilians and fully comply with international humanitarian law. The UK is committed to supporting the people of Lebanon, and we've announced an additional $19.5 million aid package to meet their immediate humanitarian needs. We are gravely concerned to hear that 2 UN peacekeepers have been injured by Israeli troops, and we wish them a speedy recovery. We reiterate that attacks on UN peacekeepers are unacceptable. All parties must take all necessary measures to protect UNIFIL personnel and premises and allow it to fulfill its mandate. President, we must not lose sight of the destabilizing role of Iran across the Middle East through their support to militias, including Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. Iran must immediately halt its attacks on Israel and its support for its militias to prevent an already tragic humanitarian situation deteriorating further. A political solution consistent with Resolution 1701 is the only way to restore the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and stability of Lebanon. This requires an immediate ceasefire between Lebanon, Hezbollah, and Israel now, and immediate negotiations to re-establish security and stability for the people living on either side of the Israeli-Lebanon border. My Foreign Secretary has repeatedly and consistently called for an immediate ceasefire, and I repeat that call today. Diplomacy, not violence, is the way to achieve peace, stability, and security for Israel or Lebanon. Diplomacy, not violence, will bring wider regional stability. The risks of continued escalation and spillover into the wider region cannot be overstated. The UK will continue to strive tirelessly for a diplomatic solution to end this cycle of violence. I thank you.
Je remercie.